There was once an old man named Herschel who was poor in sickness and in poverty. So basically, he was broke and really sick. And being broke, when you're sick, you can't really just go to the doctor until it's real bad, you know? So today was that day for him, unfortunately. Herschel approached the doctor and he goes in. And after all the tests are complete, the doctor comes in with his medical chart and he says, "Herschel, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you've been diagnosed with a terminal illness and you have 2, maybe 3 weeks left to live." Herschel asked for his medical records and he folded them up. And he set him down on the table and he said, "Thank you," and shook the doctor's hand. And the doctor said, "Herschel, why would you thank me for such news?" Herschel said, "To most, this may be when I die, but to me, this is my ticket to heaven, and I've worked really hard for this." So he walks away, not with his head hung in despair, but proud. He worked really hard for this. So he walked out, and as he walked out, let's not forget he is homeless as well, so it's not like he went home and had a good day. He walked out, and a lot of things hit him with such news, one of which was a daughter that he had never met. And he thought that he'd like to see her, talk to her, before he passed away. So he made a collect phone call. And he said, "Hi, honey, my name is Herschel, and you don't know me. I've been diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I have 2, maybe 3 weeks left to live. I have a few red cents to my name, and I have my ticket to heaven. And I'd do anything in the world to come see you. If I can get to you, would you like to meet me before I go?" She said, "Yes, Dad, absolutely. If there's anything I can do, let me know." He said, "I'll take care of it, honey. I'll call you when I'm going to be there." Herschel hung up the phone and he panhandled his way to the local bus stop. He didn't do very good. As he got to the bus stop, he approached Sally and he said, "Hi, Sally. My name's Herschel. I've been diagnosed with a terminal illness and I have 2, maybe 3 weeks left to live, and I'm on my way to meet a daughter of whom I've never met. If there's anything you could do to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. I have a few red cents to my name and my ticket to heaven." Sally said, "Old man, did you say a ticket to heaven?" He said, "Yes, ma'am, I did." Sally said, for a piece of that ticket, I'll let you have your ticket." The old man didn't hesitate, and he cut her a third of his ticket to heaven. He got his bus ticket, and he went and he called his daughter. He said, "Honey, I've got my ticket. I'll be there in a couple of days. I'll call you as it gets closer so you can meet me." She said, "All right, Dad, I look forward to it." As we fast forward our story, now he's laid over, almost there, at a layover at the Greyhound station. And as he walks by the gift shop, he notices a thing of flowers. And he knows he's never got his daughter a birthday present, an I love you present, anything. And he approaches Daniel. He says, "Hi, Daniel. My name's Herschel. I've been diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I have 2, maybe 3 weeks left to live, and I'm on my way to meet my daughter of whom I've never met. I have a few red cents to my name and a ticket to heaven. Is there anything you could do to help me out to get these for my daughter?" Daniel said, "Old man, did you say a ticket to heaven? For half of that ticket, I'll help you out with those flowers." The old man didn't hesitate, and he cut him half of his ticket to heaven. He got his flowers and he called his daughter. He said, "Honey, I'll be there tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you. I'll be in a blue jacket with a white hat." She said, "All right, Dad, I'll get there early so I don't miss you." Herschel boarded his bus. The next morning, the daughter arrived an hour early just to make sure she didn't miss her father. She walked around and she couldn't find anything, but she found some sirens and some flashing lights. And as she approached, they were wheeling somebody off of the bus on a gurney covered with a blanket, and she noticed a blue jacket and a white hat. And as she went over, she noticed he was holding a piece of paper. And she said, "I think this man is my father. Can anyone tell me anything about this man?" The ambulance guy said, "No, you might talk to the driver." And she approached the driver and she said, "I think this man is my father. Can you tell me anything?" He says, "I'm sorry, honey. I know these flowers are for you. All I can tell you is that he had his ticket to heaven, a strong will and desire to see you. And he had got those flowers from Daniel at the place that I picked them up." Sally grabbed Herschel's ticket to heaven and carried it with her, and she went to go meet Daniel. So she went and she found Daniel. She said, "Daniel, I believe you've met with my father. He bought some flowers and traded you a ticket to heaven?" Daniel said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, he did. He gave me some ripped up pieces of paper. Are you here to settle up that debt? He owes me $15 for those flowers." And she said, "I'm sorry, my father passed away," and paid him and continued on. And she turned around, she said, "Daniel, can you tell me anything about my father?" He says, "No, I can't tell you anything about that old man. Besides, he traded some of that same piece of paper for your ticket to get here, and you probably owe somebody some money." She asked if he could tell her where she was, and he did. So she approached Sally at the next bus stop, and she said, "Hello, Sally. My father was Herschel, and I do believe he traded some of his ticket to heaven to come and see me." And she said, "Yeah, that old man did. He traded me some of these ripped up pieces of paper, and you owe me $200 for that ticket." Did you meet your father? No, ma'am, he passed away before I did. She paid for the ticket and left. As she got home, she had all of the pieces of paper and she couldn't make any sense of it until she grabbed her father's, that he said was his ticket to heaven. Because he did hold on to his ticket to heaven the whole time. The moral of the story is you can't buy your way into heaven, but you can definitely, without trying, buy your way. Sorry it takes so long. Into hell. I hope that's not backwards like it looks like here. But there's an H-E-L-L. That's the golden ticket. Herschel's my grandpa. Sally's my mom. Daniel's my brother. Hi, YouTube.